there, lovely listeners. Welcome back to another episode of our podcast. Today, we're delving into a topic that hits close to home for many of us: self-healing. Life can throw us some curveballs, and sometimes we need to find ways to mend ourselves from within. So grab your favorite cozy spot and let's dive right into the world of self-healing. You know, it's funny how life works. We all go through ups and downs, heartaches, and setbacks. It's like we're on this never-ending journey, and part of that journey is learning to heal ourselves. Imagine life as a series of chapters, and each chapter brings its own set of challenges. But guess what? You're the hero of your own story, and heroes have the remarkable ability to heal. Now, the first stop of this journey is embracing vulnerability. Let's dive deeper into a topic that might make some of us a bit uncomfortable. It's that feeling of being exposed, of letting our guard down and showing our true selves. In a world that often seems obsessed with perfection and strength, vulnerability might seem like a weakness. But here's the thing. It's actually one of the bravest things you can do for yourself. Think about it this way. Imagine you're a fortress surrounded by walls made of stone. You've built these walls to protect yourself from the outside world, from hurt, disappointment, and pain. It's a natural instinct, really. Who wants to willingly invite pain into their lives, right? But what happens when you build those walls so high and so thick that you can't see beyond them? You become isolated, cut off from the richness of life. Vulnerability is like a crack in those walls. It's the courage to say, hey, I'm not perfect. I've been hurt before, and I'm still standing. It's about acknowledging that you're human with feelings, fears, and insecurities. When you embrace vulnerability, you're essentially saying, I'm willing to show up as my authentic self, even if it means I might get hurt again. Now, I won't lie, embracing vulnerability isn't easy. It's like standing on the edge of a cliff, unsure if you'll fly or fall. It means letting go of the need to have it all together, to always be strong, and to never show weakness. It's about allowing yourself to be seen, scars, imperfections, and all. But here's the beautiful paradox. When you open up and share your vulnerability, you create space for connection. Think about the people you feel closest to. Chances are, those are the people with whom you've shared your fears, your dreams, and your struggles. When you show your vulnerability, it gives others permission to do the same. It's like saying, I trust you enough to show you my true self. And let me tell you, vulnerability is where growth happens. It's where you confront those deep-seated beliefs about yourself, the ones that tell you you're not good enough, not worthy of love, or destined to fail. When you expose those beliefs to the light of day, they start to lose their power over you. It's like shining a flashlight into the dark corners of your mind and realizing that the monster you thought were there are actually just shadows. So how do you start embracing vulnerability? Begin small. It could be as simple as sharing a personal struggle with a close friend or family member. It could be admitting that you don't have all the answers and you're still figuring things out. And remember, vulnerability isn't about oversharing. It's about being authentic. As you venture into this territory, be gentle with yourself. It's a process, and it's okay if it feels uncomfortable at first. But with time, you'll find that embracing vulnerability is like removing a heavy armor that you've been carrying around. It allows you to breathe a little easier, connect a little deeper, and heal a little more. So, dear listeners, I encourage you to take a step toward vulnerability. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a badge of courage. Embrace your imperfections, let go of the need for perfection, and watch as your relationships and your relationship with yourself flourish in ways you never imagined. Next, our second stop is the power of self-compassion. Alright, let's delve into a topic that might sound a bit touchy-feely, but trust me, it's a game changer. Self-compassion. Imagine treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and support that you would offer to a close friend. That's the essence of self-compassion, and it's a powerful tool on your journey of self-healing. Think about how you react when a friend comes to you with a problem. You likely listen, offer a shoulder to lean on, and provide words of comfort and encouragement. Now, think about how you react when you face a challenge or make a mistake. Are you just as gentle with yourself? For many of us, the answer is a resounding no. We tend to be our harshest critics. When we stumble, we might unleash a barrage of negative self-talk, berating ourselves for not being perfect. But what if I told you that self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same understanding and empathy that you readily offer to others? Imagine a scenario when you're feeling down after a setback. Instead of saying, "I'm such a failure," try saying, "I did my best and it's okay to stumble sometimes." It's a subtle shift, but it changes everything. Self-compassion is about acknowledging your pain, your mistakes, and your struggles without judgment. Now, let's get practical. How can you start incorporating self-compassion into your life? Well, it begins with self-awareness. Notice your self-talk, the moments when you're being overly critical of yourself. When you catch yourself in the act, pause and ask, would I say this to a friend? If the answer is no, then it's time to refrain. Imagine you're talking to a friend who's going through what you're experiencing. What would you say to them? Those are the words you should be saying to yourself. Treat yourself with the same warmth and kindness that you extend to others. It might feel strange at first, but with practice, it becomes more natural. Another aspect of self-compassion is understanding that you're not alone in your struggles. Every single person on this planet faces challenges, makes mistakes, and grapples with difficult emotions. It's the human experience. So when you're feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, remember that you're part of a larger tapestry of humanity. And here's the beautiful thing about self-compassion. It doesn't mean you're letting yourself off the hook or giving up on your growth. It's quite the opposite. When you treat yourself with compassion, you're creating a nurturing environment for growth and change. You're more likely to learn from your mistakes and take constructive steps forward. So next time you're feeling like you're not measuring up, pause and take a deep breath. Remind yourself that you're deserving of compassion from others and from yourself. Speak to yourself like you would to a dear friend with gentleness and encouragement. Remember that you're navigating this journey of life, and it's okay to stumble along the way. As you practice self-compassion, you'll find that your relationship with yourself transforms. You become a source of comfort rather than criticism. And in this space of kindness, true healing can take place. So go ahead, give yourself a little grace, and watch as the power of self-compassion works its magic in your life. Then, the third stop is small steps, big changes. Let's talk about a concept that might seem counterintuitive, the idea that small steps can lead to big, impactful changes. In a world that often glorifies grand transformations and instant results, the notion of taking small, incremental actions might not sound very exciting. But trust me, it's a strategy that can bring about lasting and meaningful change in your journey of self-healing. Picture this. You're standing at the base of a mountain, and the summit seems impossibly far away. You might feel overwhelmed, doubting your ability to reach the top. This is where the magic of small steps comes into play. Instead of trying to scale the mountain in a single bound, focus on taking one step at a time. Small steps are like building blocks. They might seem insignificant on their own, but when you stack them together, they form a solid foundation for progress. Let's break down this concept a bit more. Let's begin with manageable goals. Instead of setting gigantic, intimidating goals, break them down into smaller, manageable ones. For instance, if your goal is to improve your physical fitness, start with a short daily walk. It might not feel like much, but over time, those daily walks add up. Then, consistency over intensity. It's easy to dive into something with full force, only to burn out quickly. Instead, focus on being consistent. Dedicate a small amount of time each day to your goal, whether it's reading, meditating, or learning a new skill. Consistency builds momentum. Next, celebrate progress. When you achieve a small milestone, celebrate it. It's easy to overlook these moments, but they're crucial for maintaining motivation. Celebrating progress, no matter how small, reinforces the positive behaviors you're trying to cultivate. Also remember to reduce overwhelm. Big goals can feel overwhelming, leading to procrastination or giving up altogether. Small steps reduce this overwhelm. They're like puzzle pieces. Each piece contributes to the bigger picture without overwhelming you. And finally, habit formation. Small steps are fantastic for forming new habits. Research suggests that it takes around 21 days to build a habit. By starting small and being consistent, you're more likely to integrate positive behaviors into your daily routine. Imagine you want to learn a new language. Instead of pressuring yourself to become fluent overnight, start with just 10 minutes of language practice each day. Over time, those 10-minute sessions become a habit. And before you know it, you're conversing confidently in your new language. Remember, the key here is patience. Small steps might not yield immediate, flashy results, but their impact is cumulative and long-lasting. It's like planting seeds. You water them consistently, and eventually you'll see the vibrant blossoms. So whether you're working on your mental health, career goals, or personal relationships, embrace the power of small steps. Each tiny action is a brick in the path towards your bigger goals. Stay patient, stay consistent, and before you know it, you'll look back and realize just how far those small steps have taken you on your journey of self-healing. The next step of our journey today is seeking connection and support. Let's dive into a topic that's at the heart of our human experience: seeking connection and support. We're social beings wired to connect with others, share our stories, and lean on each other in times of need. When it comes to the journey of self-healing, this human connection is an invaluable resource that can make all the difference. Think about a time when you were going through a tough period. Do you keep it all to yourself, or did you reach out to someone you trust? Chances are, when you shared your feelings and struggles, you felt a sense of relief, as if a weight had been lifted off your shoulders. That's the power of connection. Let's take a deeper look into the idea of connection. First of all, there's something incredibly cathartic about sharing your journey with someone who understands. When you open up about your experiences, it's like you're giving voice to your emotions. You're no longer carrying the burden alone. You're inviting someone else into your world, and that can be incredibly healing. Second, when you seek support from others, you're often met with empathy and understanding. People who care about you are willing to listen without judgment, offering a safe space for you to express yourself. Their validation and understanding can help you feel seen and valued. Connection also helps you gain new perspectives. Sometimes we get so caught up in our own thoughts and feelings that we lose perspective. Talking to someone else can provide fresh insights and alternative viewpoints. They might offer suggestions you hadn't considered or remind you of your strengths and resilience. And connection aids emotional release. Bottling up emotions can be detrimental to your well-being. When you talk about your feelings, you release pent-up emotions. It's like uncorking a bottle. The pressure is released and you can breathe a little easier. Last but not least, seeking support isn't just about emotional catharsis. It can also provide you with practical guidance. Whether it's seeking advice on dealing with stress, navigating a challenging situation, or simply learning from someone else's experiences, the wisdom of others can be incredibly valuable. Now, seeking connection and support doesn't mean you're burdening others with your problems. In fact, most people are honored to be trusted with your feelings. Just as you'd want to be there for your friends and loved ones, they want to be there for you. It's a reciprocal relationship where everyone benefits. Support can come from various sources. First of all, friends and family. These are the people who know you best and care about your well-being. They might offer a listening ear, a comforting presence, or even a reality check when you need it. Second of all, therapists or counselors. Mental health professionals are trained to provide guidance and support tailored to your needs. They can help you navigate your emotions, develop coping strategies, and facilitate your healing journey. Thirdly, support groups. Connecting with others who are going through similar experiences can be incredibly validating. Support groups offer a sense of belonging and the opportunity to learn from others' stories. You can also find support from online communities. The internet has made it easier than ever to find like-minded individuals who can offer support and understanding. From forums to social media groups, there are spaces for every interest and struggle. Remember, seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's acknowledging that you're human and that you're not meant to go through life's challenges alone. Whether you're offering a listening ear to a friend or reaching out for support yourself, these connections remind us that we're all in this together. And as you continue on your journey of self-healing, know that you're surrounded by a network of people who genuinely care about your well-being. Alright, the last step of our journey today is embracing the unpredictable. Now, let's delve into a topic that's both challenging and liberating: embracing the unpredictable nature of life. Think about it. Life had this uncanny ability to throw curveballs when you least expect them. Just when you think you have everything figured out, something comes along to remind you that control is often an illusion. So how do we navigate this roller coaster of unpredictability, especially in the context of self-healing? Well, we must start with shifting mindset. The first step is a mental shift. Embrace the idea that life is a journey with twists and turns, ups and downs. It's natural to desire stability and predictability, but clinging too tightly to these expectations can lead to frustration and disappointment. The next thing is letting go of control. We all have a natural inclination to control outcomes, to steer our lives in a certain direction. But here's the truth. Some things are simply beyond our control. Instead of fighting against this reality, practice letting go of the need to control every aspect of your life. Third of all, embracing the unpredictable is a resilience-building exercise. When you encounter challenges, setbacks, or surprises, you're given an opportunity to tap into your inner strength. You might not have control over the situation, but you can control how you respond to it. And it also means adapting to change. Life's unpredictability often comes in the form of change. It might be a change in circumstances, relationships, or plans. Embracing the unpredictable means learning to adapt to these changes with grace and flexibility. Next, finding silver linings. While challenges can be frustrating, they can also be catalysts for growth. Embracing the unpredictable means searching for the silver linings, the lessons hidden within the chaos. Sometimes, the most beautiful flowers bloom in the midst of uncertainty. And living in the present. When you're constantly focused on predicting the future or dwelling on the past, you miss out on the beauty of the present moment. Embracing the unpredictable encourages you to be fully present, to savor the small joys, and to cultivate gratitude for what you have right now. Another positive impact is cultivating resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity. By embracing the unpredictable, you're essentially nurturing your resilience muscle. Just like physical exercise makes your body stronger, navigating life's uncertainties makes your emotional and mental resilience stronger as well. And it's also embracing imperfection. Life's unpredictability highlights the imperfections in our plans and expectations. Embracing these imperfections can lead to a sense of liberation. It's okay if things don't always go according to plan. That's what makes life interesting and full of surprises. Embracing the unpredictable involves practicing self-compassion. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to blame ourselves or engage in negative self-talk. Instead of berating yourself for not foreseeing every outcome, offer yourself kindness and understanding. Last but not least, embracing the unpredictable is, in a way, building trust in yourself and in life. It's about acknowledging that even when things don't go as planned, you have the inner resources to handle whatever comes your way. In the grand tapestry of life, the unpredictable threads are what add texture and depth. They challenge us, shape us, and teach us. So, the next time life takes an unexpected turn, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that you're capable of navigating the unknown and trust that you're on a journey of growth and self-discovery. Embrace the beauty in life's surprises and remember that sometimes the most memorable moments are the ones that caught us off guard. So, dear listeners, as we wrap up today's episode, I want you to take a moment for yourself. Reflect on your journey, your progress, and the resilience that resides within you. Healing is an ongoing story, one that's unique to each of us. Be patient with yourself, embrace vulnerability, and remember that you have the power to heal. Until next time, keep shining your light and remember that you're stronger than you know. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share with everyone to heal together. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss other interesting videos. Thank you.